Our top focus at 5, the probe panel investigating the land deal sanctioned by the Hooda government in Haryana is expected to submit its findings at 6 this evening. But the Congress has launched an attack on the Khattar government and the panel had accusing them of political vendetta. Even Robert Vadra took to social media to vent his ire against the centre. But the BJP is questioning what the Congress and Vadra are scared of.
Massive political war erupts ahead of the probe panel report on the Gurgaon land deals, including the one between realty major DLF and Robert Vadra. While the Congress jumps to Vadra's defence, targeting the head of the probe panel. Before the probe panel submits its report, Vadra launches blistering attack at the centre as well. In a Facebook post, Robert Vadra claimed that the government has not been able to prove anything against him. But he chose to evade the camera when India Today tried to speak to him on these allegations.
Robert Vadra refusing to answer the questions of India Today when we pose very direct questions that when and why he's not answering the questions that have been raised by the central leadership as well as the state leadership.
In 2008, Vadra's company Skylight Hospitality sold 3.5 acres of land in Shikhupur village to DLF at a rate much higher than the prevailing rate. Senior IS officer Ashok Khemka later cancelled the mutation of the land. In 2015, the BJP government in Haryana appointed the Dhingra Commission to probe the grant of licenses to various real estate companies in Gurgaon by Bhupinder Singh Hooda-led Congress government. With Vadra already under the scanner for various alleged land scams, now all eyes are on the findings of the Dhingra probe panel. With Manjeet Sehgal, Asar and Anindyo, Bureau Report, India Today.
Right, we're expecting to be joined by Raman Malik, spokesperson of the BJP. In a while from now, we're being joined by Mohammad Ali Khan, spokesperson of the Congress party. Also with us, our correspondent Anindya. Anindya, I'm going to come to you first. You tried to seek a reaction from Robert Vadra, but he refused to answer any questions, even though he's been accusing the Modi government on Facebook of political vendetta.
Absolutely, Simi. Early in the morning, he put up this Facebook post and very elaborate. I mean, it was a very elaborate allegation, and this time around, unlike other early instances when it was not that political in context, or if at all political in context, it's not that or political in texture. This time around, very strong words he has used that I know I have been used for decades as a political tool. I'll continue to be used as political tool. So we at India Today decided to go and ask him those questions very directly to Mr. Vadra, that who are you alleging? Is it the Khattar government or the Modi government? What is the precise allegation? Why do you feel that you have been wronged? But he, rather than answering those specific questions, chose to walk away when we tried to pose those questions to him.
Anindya, stay on with us. It's also getting a word from Mohammad Ali Khan, spokesperson of the Congress party, who's with us live this evening. Mohammad, the Congress party is casting aspersions on the authenticity of the inquiry commission even before the report has been submitted to the Chief Minister's office. There are documents to prove that Robert Vadra did in fact get a sweetheart deal from the Hooda government, and it seems like because the Congress party is anticipating trouble, it's now questioning the authenticity of the probe panel.
Semiji, as you are aware, as everyone is aware, this government has made no secret of the fact that it has a desperate and vulgar agenda against Mr. Robert Vadra. And they have been trying desperately since the moment they came into power. In fact, if you remember, it was one of their poll promises that they would go after the family. And you can see it being realized in the course of these events. But what I want to talk to you about are three things specifically. There's a reason why Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala, who's our media in charge, referred to the process as a stillborn baby. The very nature with which this commission has been created, Semiji, is laughable, right? Now, commissions of the sort are created under the Commissions of Inquiry Act. There's a procedure laid down, a very detailed procedure. In their hurry to create this commission, they ignored all of those rules. No show cause notice was given, a proper referral was not made. The entire manner is vitiated, is suspicious, let us call it. But assuming, let us ignore that for a minute. Let us come to something else which is more worrying. Over the last 10 years, there have been 40,000 acres which have been allotted to various developers. But the terms of reference for this Commission of Inquiry are confined only to 63 acres. Let that sink in for a moment. 40,000 acres have been allotted, but only 63 acres are being investigated. Again, you see a very clear bias to nail one particular individual. Chalo, theek hai. You can say fair enough, start somewhere, okay? But here is where it gets troublesome, Semiji. The Justice Dhingra Commission, when it was appointed, it was our expectation that it would be beyond reproach, like Caesar's wife, it would be beyond suspicion, and that it would perform its function in a fair and transparent manner. The report is not out yet, so we are still hopeful that it will do so. But there are certain events that have transpired over the last 1 year, which are very, very worrying and which cast doubts about the independence of this commission. I'll give you an example. Justice Dhingra, it is public knowledge that he heads a trust known as the Justice Gopal Singh Trust, based out of not Haryana, Niti Bagh, New Delhi. Now, this trust was the beneficiary of a very generous land grant by the state to run a school, allegedly. And after that, in December, now remember, Justice Dhingra was appointed in May of 2015, and in December of 2015, Justice Dhingra writes to the state government saying, give me funds to build a road to the site of this alleged school. The enthusiasm and zeal with which the state government responds, the way it locates funds, when it can't locate funds from one particular head, they go to the chief minister sanctions 97 lakhs, and the speed with which they proceed outpaces the zeal even of the applicant, frankly. Now, Semiji, we have always maintained that for justice to take place, judges must always be above suspicion, like Caesar's wife. But in this case, you will agree, or even a regular bystander will agree, that those norms have been gravely violated.
Right.
And our faith in an independent commission has been shaken at the very least.
All right, Mohammad Ali Khan, you made your point. I'd like to get a word from Raman Malik as well. Mr. Malik, would you like to respond to what Mohammad Ali Khan is saying there? The Congress party is casting allegations saying that Justice Dhingra's trust was granted favours by the state BJP government.
It is no surprise for me if any of the Congress spokesperson or anybody representing Congress at any level does not go to any extent in safeguarding interest of a particular family.
But Mr. Raman Malik, I want you to respond to the specific allegation that's being levelled against Justice Dhingra.
I am coming to that, Semi. I'm coming to that, please. Now let me first of all, let me tell you this, that these are two separate issues. One is about casting aspersions on a judge, a retired judge who is heading a committee, specifically when it comes to you. Secondly, you are also must not be forgetting the enthusiasm and zeal of the then Prime Minister to come out, and who usually kept quiet all through, could come out in the parliament and give a clean chit to Vadra ji in 2 days, saying that he is a private person and a business identity, hence he should not be tried and this and that. Now my whole point is, when you are talking about the zeal of a then Prime Minister in safeguarding a family and their particular interests, then you talk about a charitable trust. Now if we come down to charitable trust, one must not forget, in Gurgaon we had the Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust, where there were so many things happening and there were so many lands given. So let's keep issues to issue. My point
is, Mr. Raman Malik, but these are not separate issues. No, doubts are being raised. No, doubts are being raised as a clear conflict of interest. If in fact favours were granted to a trust that is being run by a justice who's been made in charge of an inquiry commission.
An education trust at any given standard is an identity in its own, which would definitely.
But are you denying the fact? Are you denying that favours were granted? Are you accepting that favours were granted by the state BJP government?
If they can prove that there is any favour given and which is beyond the permissible laws, then I would certainly say favours would have been granted.
All right, hold that thought, Raman Malik. Mohammad Ali Khan, I'd like to bring you into this discussion at this point. Raman Malik is saying that if you have evidence to prove that favours were in fact granted to Justice Dhingra's trust in the BJP, will accept that there is a conflict of interest. Can you prove it? Does the Congress have documents?
My point, please add the caveat that they were beyond law. Mr. Raman Malik, you made your
point. Mohammad Ali Khan, your response?
Yes, I've heard Ramanji's defense, if you can call it that, and I have a question to ask Ramanji. क्या हरियाणा में सारी एनजीओ खत्म हो गई थी जो आपको नीति बाग आके किसी एनजीओ को देना जरूरत पड़ गई थी लैंड और फंड्स की? पहले तो हमारा सवाल यही है, why were you so bereft of talent in the state that you had to come out and look for an NGO to so benefit in this fashion? That is the first question. The second question is, none of this has been denied by Justice Dhingra. These are matters of fact and public record. A simple RTI will, if your government is willing to share the documents, then well and good, but otherwise a simple RTI will suffice to show you that not only was land granted to him, his file for his request for the creation of a road was processed faster than anyone of an equivalent stature. So therefore there are doubts, sir, and you must answer that. Remember, you constituted this commission of inquiry. You constituted it improperly and in violation of the law. You constituted it with a very clear agenda to execute a personal and political
Mr.
vendetta.
Muhammad Ali Khan,
Again,
you are
we have full
talking
faith in the
something which is totally
but
wrong.
one thing, sir, let me complete.
Don't
let me
put-
ask you something, sir.
No.
Let
Sir,
me ask
sir,
you
where
something.
you are
sir.
wrong,
Let me
I
ask
must
you something,
correct
sir. Can you tell me this? Can you tell me this? Why Justice Dhingra, सिर्फ Justice Dhingra को ही क्यों benefits मिले? Why nobody else? Why is Justice Dhingra, after being appointed as the
sir,
head of a commission of
sir,
inquiry, soliciting favors,
Mr. Muhammad
albeit
Ali
for a
Khan,
trust
I will ask you a
from the
counter
government?
question. You are talking about
Shouldn't he be at
97
arm's
lakh.
length?
Why can't you tell me why did Congress only help Gandhis for National Herald? Why can't Congress give loans to other needy people? There must be a lot of needy people. Why did Congress went ahead and only granted loans which could favor
But
Gandhi
Mr.
family?
Raman
So I
Malik,
like-
two wrongs doesn't
sir,
make a right.
we have
Why don't you
spoken out
respond to the
extensively on the
specific
issue of
point?
national
Why don't you
heritage.
respond to
No, it is
whether
not
or
about
not
that.
a
If I may.
favor
It
was
is about
granted,
factually,
why do you answer the question?
whether
It is about
Justice
two
Dhingra's
issues.
trust was
Let's
actually
understand
very
given
worrisome that it has
favorable
come to this.
treatment.
For 1 year, Mr. Bhupender Singh Hooda did not come over to the commission to put forward his point. 2, he can go ahead and say whatever he wants. His own son is also part of the National Herald scam in Panchkula. Number 3, which is a very important point.
Sir, it
Today,
demonstrates a
when
certain
there
amount
is
of bankruptcy
probable
of merit
point that
when
there
you
may
have
be
to defend this
there
issue
may be
by
something
relying
which
on another
which come in
tentpole of
harm
your government and
Congress.
parties.
Now Congress is going on to
It is very
maligning
disappointing
somebody.
that you are
My
unable
point
to
is
defend the
simple.
issue
Try
and must
understand
resort to
there are two
diverting
issues.
attention.
Justice,
We are not maligning
Justice
anybody.
Dhingra as
We are
a
still
person of
saying that we have faith in the
integrity
gentleman.
is
But
identifying
these
one
actions do
particular
not lend us
issue.
confidence.
All right, Mr. Raman Malik, I want to ask you a second
Sir,
question.
it is
Why
not
did
about
Justice
your
Dhingra?
confidence,
One
it is the
second.
confidence of 2.5
One second, Raman Malik. I want.
lakh, 2.5
Raman Malik,
crore
you're not
population of
responding to
Haryana.
questions that are being raised by the Congress party. You're not responding to the specific allegation of whether or not a favor was granted to the trust owned by him.
There
My
is
second
no
question
favor
to you.
granted,
My
it is beyond-
Raman Malik, my second question to you. Why did Justice Dhingra not summon Robert Vadra or representatives from Skylight Hospitality? That's the first thing that an inquiry commission does, right? Is that to summon people or parties involved in a matter. Why was he not summoned?
Well, please understand, whatever was the jurisdiction of the commission has done
No
so. It
notices
has come
were
out with its report. Please, if you do not know the issue, please do not debate on it. I can supply you the copy and terms of condition of the commission. If you can wait,
So at
I
the
can send it
onset,
to
the
you by
commission
email.
was formed stating that neither Ashok
then we have
Khemka, who's known
educated
as a
ourselves on the
whistleblower
various
in the
lapses
case,
of the
neither will
commission.
he be questioned, nor
It
anyone
seems
from
that
Robert
you-
Vadra's firm or
That
him will
is
be
what you
questioned.
said.
Please.
What kind of commission is
No,
this?
let me please finish what I was saying. The whole point is that the commission of inquiry was formed under due laws and procedures. Extensions were given. People were called. Let the report come in. Let the report, once the report comes in and it becomes public, if there is people who are indicted into doing shabby activities and scams, they will be called upon and proper legal processes would continue. And in the course of, under the law of the land, things would be done.
Raman
But
Malik, you're not answering
my
my question.
question here
Why
is-
is it that parties involved in the
question
case
here
were not
is,
summoned by the
why
inquiry
are
commission?
is there-
An inquiry
Itni
commission's job
hardbati
is to
kyun hai?
summon all parties and record their statements. This basic tenet was not fulfilled.
At least as per my knowledge and at least as per my small little intellect, which may not be as big as yours or the
Your
Congress
understanding.
representatives, it is up to the judge to see what he wants to see. I or you cannot sit and tell him whom to call and whom not to call.
So
If
he's
we- if
investigating
there's
a
any
case
point-
involving Robert Vadra, but he's decided to
there
not
is-
call
if
him
there
for
is-
questioning or any representatives from his
if
firm.
there is-
How can you say that it's
Listen,
up to the judge to decide
listen.
who he wants to question? This is
Listen,
a
that is what I'm
government
about
ordered
to say. At
inquiry
least-
commission. It's not
at
a
least
joke.
See, this is a beautiful thing that you guys do, that you do not let the other person talk and complete his statement.
Mr.
But let
Malik,
me
you've been
on
speaking,
the
but
other
you're not
hand
really
tell
making
you
a
this.
point.
I have been making my point, which is not very well accepted by you. But let me finish my statement, and then you can come forward with another shot of yours. My point is here: once the report is out, and once the report is out, you may scrutinize the report, and wherever the shortcoming is, we would be ready to debate it. We would be ready to debate it, but at least let the report come out, and if there are things which are there which can be legally challenged, please challenge it. We have Mr. Sibal, who's a very competent lawyer in Congress, who even goes on to say that he has a particular set of journalists for Congress. But then, my point is here, that let the report come out, let's scrutinize it, and then debate where and who is wrong.
All right, Mohammad Ali
people
Khan,
like,
does
Mr.
it
Khan
bother,
be ready
does
to
it
do
worry
that?
the Congress party that none of the parties involved in this matter were questioned? Of course, Justice Dhingra does say that he questioned close to 200 government officials, but Ashok Khemka was considered to be a whistleblower in the case, was not questioned personally by Justice Dhingra. Neither were any representatives from Skylight Hospitality or Robert Vadra summoned. Is this something that's worrying the Congress party?
Semiji, when judges perform a function such as the one being performed by Justice Dhingra right now, they occupy a very sacred post. The people have reposed their trust in them to carry out a free and transparent inquiry, and a fair inquiry, we hope. The commission itself, from day one, has been fraught with irregularities which are actually available in the public domain. I don't know, Malik Saab seems to have educated himself on the matter, and he will be able to tell you then that notices were not issued to some of the key people that were supposed to be questioned by the commission. The very constitution of the commission did not go through the Council of Ministers. There is an underlying zeal to get a report, and there is an underlying zeal to make sure that that happens fast and in a particular direction. Whether Justice Dhingra shares that or not, I would be hopeful that he doesn't, and we would be hopeful that the report is indeed fair when it comes out. But as I said, as we have been saying before the public over the last 2 days, Justice Dhingra should also avoid, and the state government above all else, should also avoid the cloud of such suspicions. It does not give us confidence, and it doesn't do well to the service of their office as well.
Right,
So,
but
under these circumstances,
Mohammad Ali Khan,
Semiji,
at the end of the
what
day,
can we
what
say
kind
other
of
than the
inquiry
fact
commission would
that we look
satisfy
forward
the
to the
Congress
I have
party
two
if
questions.
the centre was to
I have two
constitute a
questions to Mohammad
CBI
Ali Khan.
inquiry and it was to find that Robert Vadra did in fact get a sweetheart deal?
I have
Once
two
again, the Congress
questions
party
for
would
Mohammad
say
Ali
that
Khan. Will you ask them?
that Mr. Raman Singh, Mr. Raman Malik, I'm posing a question. If you could please give me a minute. Yes, Mohammad Ali Khan. So basically, even if a CBI inquiry was to be ordered and an adverse report was to come out, the Congress party would once again say that it's political vendetta and the BJP government is using the CBI as a tool. What kind of inquiry committee would satisfy you? And also, can you deny the fact that he did get a sweetheart deal? He bought a 3.5-acre plot of land for 7.5 crores and within months sold it for 58 crores to DLF?
That too on a PTC. That too
Semiji.
on a PTC, ma'am.
Semiji, if I may.
Yes.
These are very valid questions. If these are Malik Saab's questions, I must say these are very, very valid questions. Let me answer it in the following way. Mr. Robert Vadra has always stated, and it is available in the public domain, that he welcomes an inquiry of any sort. He has been saying from day one, if you have any evidence against me, bring it to light. Please, if I am guilty of any wrongdoing or my company is guilty of any wrongdoing, take appropriate action. That is exactly what we have also been saying, Malik Saab. And now let me ask you a counter question. Had our roles been switched, had you been in our seat and we been in yours, wouldn't you have been remiss in your duty as the opposition if you did not point out lapses on the part of the administration in conducting what should be a free and fair inquiry? You would have never forgiven us had there been even a slight inkling of favors being exchanged between the person heading the commission and the state government. Why then do you ask us to hold a different standard? Malik Saab, you know very well that the questions we raised today are valid. You know very well that these are very worrying issues. These are very worrying issues, and they cast a big cloud of doubt.
Mr. Mohammad Ali Khan, can I respond?
Yes, Raman Malik, go ahead.
See, two things. The same aspersions and the same hue and cry was made when the National Herald allegations came up, when the court indicted and the accused were out on
Alright,
bail.
Raman Malik, don't go into
There was a
comparisons.
few,
Speak about the case
thing.
in specific.
No, I am trying to put
Again, what
forward
was-
a case.
Why
I am permitted
Malik
to
sir,
put forward
why are
my
you
case.
Raman Malik, I
divert
want you to
attention
talk
to
about
Herald?
specifics.
Is
I
there
am
such
in
a
my right to
bankruptcy
put
of
forward my
defense
case.
on this issue that you must divert attention to Herald?
We're talking about
No,
Robert Vadra's
I
land
am
deals
coming
and
to
the
this.
inquiry commission
You
set
tell
up
me
to
some-
probe
You
illegality.
tell me something. A land which was bought on PDC, got instant approvals and whatever. It is just not that. Last 2 days only Congress has been making hue and cry. Second point. Third point. Mr. B.S. Huda has been called number of times by the commission. Why did not he have the guts to come and give answers to the commission? Why did he not raise the point that this is illegal? Why could you not challenge the commission in the court of law for last 1.5 years or whatever time it has been? Can you give me any answers on this?
All right, this is of course a discussion which is likely to continue. Justice Dhingra is expected to submit his report in about half an hour's time from now. Raman Malik and Mohammad Ali Khan, thanks so much for taking our time from our busy schedules and speaking to us. We'll continue tracking developments on this big story here on India Today.